Hello, and welcome to another video with me, Andrea, and with Everest, who's having some snacks. Say hi. Hi. So, today's video is about a subject I've been thinking about a lot, and actually, just having my mind really blown recently with, all this information about different vegans and different vegan documentaries, and I think this topic, funnily enough, my husband's lying down next to me just over here, and I think he's gonna like this one because it's basically me admitting that I was wrong to things. So
I'm glad it's recorded.
So, when I first went vegan, I did what a lot of vegans do, and I watched a bunch of documentaries. And a good portion of the documentaries out there are about the health benefits of a plant diet, a whole foods, plant-based diet. So a lot of the vegan docs aren't really vegan docs. They're more plant-based docs. Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, you did that.
Booby.
All done?
Booby.
More?
No.
So, I watched, all those, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, and Food Matters, Forks Over Knives, all of the docs. And what did I do with that information? I believed it. I believed everything that was in the documentaries as truth, as just the truth. And my husband, who is not vegan, would often be like, well, just because it's in a documentary doesn't mean it's true. And that he's right. And he was right, and he still is right. Just because something is in a documentary does not mean it's true. And unfortunately, a lot of these vegan documentaries, they way oversell the health benefits of a plant-based diet. And they essentially advertise a whole foods plant-based diet as a disease-proof diet. And that is so problematic for so many reasons. And, I jumped on that bandwagon, and I, was ableist in my approach to people, because I basically acted like, if they had any health issues, that they just weren't eating right. And that is so... Okay, Everest, that's enough, please. You're not touch, no touch. That's so wrong, to just behave health is so much more complicated than just, you are what you eat. That way of talking is so simplifying disease so down to such a little thing. It's kind of sad. Disease is not simply what we eat. There's so many factors in disease, and genetics is obviously a huge factor. And that's not to say that there are not proven health benefits to a whole foods plant-based diet. So right now, the number one disease that's killing North Americans is heart disease. And it's proven that a whole foods plant-based diet can benefit your heart and reverse heart disease. So it's, there are benefits, and it will lower your risks of certain cancers. So we can discuss those health benefits. It doesn't cure, it doesn't prevent all cancers. It doesn't mean, like, you can still get those cancers that you have lowered risk for. But it's lowered risk. It's not a guarantee. You can still get cancer. You can still, have weight issues. You can still have all these things with the whole foods plant-based diet. So, we have to be careful when we basically represent that diet as some disease cure-all. It does not help the movement. Yes, it will create temporary plant-based eaters. But once they learn that we have been... Yes, Goose? You want hugs? Hand. But once they learn we've been lying, once they learn we've been deceitful... I'm here, Goose. They're gonna stop with the lifestyle, because the lifestyle, they started it based on a lie. So we need to get people with the truth. We need to advocate with the truth. We can't be pretending this lifestyle is a health lifestyle. It's not. It's an ethical lifestyle. And if you want to live this ethical lifestyle by eating a whole foods plant-based diet, you will recognize numerous health benefits, but you are still capable of having health issues and disease. You are not immune. And that is so important for us to note. Nothing you can do will make you immune to disease. Thank you.